Well, this is a 1983 Cadillac Eldorado. Hello out there in Cadillac Eldorado land. If you found my video here on YouTube or on my website, Super Sport Motors, you are probably shopping for an Eldorado either from me or from somebody else, hopefully from me. And this is a really nice one. Beach Firemist is the name of this color. And it's kind of a copper color. So, that's the easiest way to explain it. Copper. Color of a brand new penny. And it's probably the prettiest color I've seen on these mid-80s Eldorados. There's not too many in this color. As a matter of fact, I think this is the only one I've ever seen. I may have seen one new, I can recall, when I was young, but I really have not seen this color in a long, long time. And as you can see by looking at the color of my house, I'm a big fan of this color. When it comes to Cadillacs, as you may know if you're shopping for one, color is everything. And while we're talking about color, the paint, the condition of the paint in this car is absolutely gorgeous. So let's go back to the beginning here. 1983 Cadillac Eldorado with 85, actually it just turned 86,000 miles today. I took her on a nice long drive from where I live here in central New York out towards Syracuse. I guess I put about 150 miles on it. But it ran beautiful, cold AC, beautiful car. Now while I'm here on this angle, take a look at the way this car sits. Sits perfect. A lot of these cars are kind of fagged out in the back and stuff, and I'll tell you what, if you don't have a Eldorado or a Cadillac that sits good, it just doesn't look right. Kind of like a Corvette sitting wrong. They just don't look right. They got to sit normal. So, the paint is just almost perfect. I really can't even point out one single flaw in this paint. It's absolutely gorgeous. See if I can get a nice reflection here in the tree. I always photograph them with the brights on because it kind of gives them a, like they're alive. So I'll show you the trunk, I'll show you the interior, and the paint and the tires and everything, so that you can decide for yourself if you want to have this car in your garage. Now, I do take trades sometimes. Something fun for me to drive. And I've got to admit, a lot of you guys are buying these 79 through 85 or 86 Eldorados from me because they're beautiful and they're really coming on strong. And you know why? Because the body style is just really aging so beautifully. And the comfort level of these Eldorados is just incredible. 4.1 liter V8, these things actually get pretty good mileage. You might be surprised. Let's take a look at the interior while we're here, shall we? A similar color to the outside. That noise you hear is simply because I've got my headlights on. There it is right there, if you can see it. 86,065 is your mileage. It does have a small crack in the dash, and that is why, see right there, it goes all the way in. I've got this cool little dash pad. Now, actually the main reason I have this dash, the color of that dash pad is mocha. The main reason I have these dash pads on these cars that have these big glare shields is because unless you're wearing polarized glasses, these big glare shields do just the opposite of what they're supposed to do, and they put a huge glare on the inside of the window right along through here. You can almost see it here reflecting in the carpet over there. But the carpet takes away that glare. And if you got a crack in your dash, it also hides the ugliness of that. So I usually always put carpet dash on these cars. So, door panel, gorgeous condition. Now, I have not mentioned yet, I got this car as a trade-in towards a 96 Buick Riviera that I had for sale last year. That's on my website under the sold section. And I traded that Riviera towards this vehicle as a partial trade with a very nice gentleman I know, a friend of mine, down in Louisiana. So, the original paperwork shows this car sold new in North Carolina, and it's been in Louisiana its entire life. And you can see here, by that beautiful Louisiana sticker, but I'm not lying. Let's take a look at the engine, shall we? Doors and everything closed good. Everything rides nice in this car. Oh, there we go. So, of course, being a Southern car, there's not a snap of rust on this car anywhere. Take a look at the condition of that nice dash pad, or I'm sorry, that nice hood mat, rather. Everything is clean and as it should be. Very nice shape. Inside the engine compartment, I've actually got a list in my left hand here of about 30 things that the former owner has done to this car, and I'm going to list them in my ad, but I'm also going to rattle them off here, because then you can see that all maintenance has been done on this car and more, including new tires. While I'm down here, look at the condition of that quarter panel. Can you see the reflection there? The paint is beautiful on this car. Now there's a button in the glove box that will open up the trunk just fine. It's got a trunk pull down that also operates just fine, but I'm using the key now instead. Certainly the original sticker showing you the proper way to jack up the car and not kill yourself in the process. We all know that we ignore those anyways, but it's nice to have it there. So, the trunk is beautiful. Take a look at this beautiful. Huh? Look at that. Soft and supple and gorgeous. No leaks, nice and smooth. There's all your original manuals and whatnot. Right there. Okay. All sorts of receipts. I'm not even going to go through them all, but all of those receipts are proof of what I'm going to read off here in a minute, showing you what's been done on this car. Showing you how beautifully the trunk pull down works on this car. So I'm going to go stand over here and get the sexiest pose of this car that I can for you while I read off things that have been done in this car. Okay. So I've owned this about 9 months. Alright, so I'm going to sit down on the grass here and read off to you some of the things that have been done in this car in the last 2 years. Tune up. Rotor cap, spark plug, AC Delco spark plugs, an ISC motor, I don't know what that is, a throttle position sensor, an idle speed actuator, all the belts have been replaced, top and bottom radiator hoses have been replaced, coolant fan clutch has been replaced, PVC valve, the fuel pressure gauge, a fuel pump, fuel strainer, fuel tank sending unit, fuel hose, fuel tank replaced, the accumulator, replaced the trunk lid support struts, front and rear gas shocks. The AC compressor has been replaced. Radiator has been replaced with 100% pure antifreeze in it. Fan clutch has been replaced. The valve cover gaskets have been replaced. The car's computer has been replaced. New transmission. Replaced upper and lower radiator hoses. Oil change and Delco oil filter. Replaced all of the necessary miscellaneous light bulbs. Windshield wipers have been replaced. Replaced hood, strut supports, idle control motor, and transmission cooler lines. Now, one of the reasons I read off that whole list, which I normally don't do in this video, is because most people don't spend that kind of money and time to make a car wonderful. The former owner did just that, and I'm sure he's going to watch this video and he'll be proud to see his car in photos and video, and know that whoever buys this car next is going to be very proud. Now, as with all cars, there's problems with everything. At the moment, the only thing I can find in the car that doesn't work is the radio and the antenna. Okay? So that's something that you will have to address. Generally speaking, on these cars, it couldn't be simpler to replace a radio and an antenna motor. Okay? So, my name is Michael Stanton. My phone number is 315-853-1967. Please go to my website, supersportmotors.com. I've been in business for a long time. I buy and sell cars for fun. It's just a hobby of mine, and henceforth, that is why I take trades for fun, pure fun. This is not what I do for a living. I just do it because I love automobiles, and my favorite automobiles are Eldorados and Lincolns and Shelby Mustangs. So that's why I'm willing to talk with anybody about trades for these things. So again, my name is Michael Stanton, 315-853-1967. Do not text me. I hate texting. I will not text you back, okay? Call me, and if I don't answer, just leave me a voicemail, and I'll get back to you. Whoever buys this car is going to be very, very happy, not only with the condition and how it runs, but the color is just incredible. It really is. Take a look at that. Sits beautiful. That is a timeless classic, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot find a modern car that is as comfortable as this. And if you want to prove it to yourself, look around. And that's why you've got so many large, full-size trucks on the roads, because those large, full-size trucks, like the Dodge Rams and the Silverados, are so damn comfortable. You can't get that kind of comfort in a car. There's too much crap in them nowadays, with their bolstering and their center consoles. But the trucks have the old-time comfort, and that's why you see everybody driving them. Not to mention, they probably get better mileage than this car. Okay? So please give me a call, and I hope this car goes into somebody's garage who appreciates a classic of this provenance. Okay? Thank you very much for taking the time to look at my video.